I'm asking you, what kind of man was he before his kidneys started failing?
Oh yeah, he was a good dad. He was there. Our relationship was not the best, but he was always a good dad. I will say that.
Right.
Life happens, you know what I'm saying? And like we just
Yeah,
started going through stuff.
but
Then he
friend,
got kids.
friend, 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 you're almost 40.
Black women is angry. Y'all too angry for this, man. The relationships I've been in with black women, you know what I come home to? Anger.
Men to tell us, well, our friends will tell us, well, you chose the sorry. Why did you choose those sorry women? And to be honest with your mannerism, you wouldn't have your coffee every morning either.
I mean, you're not my type, so you would never have the opportunity.
What's up, YouTube? JayBReacts back in with another video. Now today we got Truth Hurt podcast once again, and it seems like it's been a lot of fire and entertainment on his panels lately. We got this one woman telling a hellacious story of how she left her supposed dream guy. And as the conversation unfolds and spirals on, we got another woman clapping back at the man who said that he does not prefer black women. I will say this conversation has a lot of plot twists within it, and it was enjoyable to say the least. But I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of that. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. Without further ado, let's dive into the content.
You know, I have a YouTube channel, and we talk a lot about relationships, and I've heard a rendition of what you're saying in that, and I, for some reason, right, just to be frank, I don't fully believe you.
Okay.
Like I hear it so often about what he did. I simply wonder, what if we talked to him?
Yeah,
Like
no,
when,
I understand
like
that.
when Poet said, I've been proposed to 3 times. Was it 3 men or 3 times by 1 man?
It was twice by one person and another time by another person. I was a lot younger, but I love this person. And to be honest with you, I still want to be with him, but I'm not going to, as an adult. And I think this is a thing, something that a lot of people do. They go get married just for show. I'm not one of those people. I want to be completely honest and open within my relationship with the person that I decide to spend the rest of my life with and lay beside. It's so many people out here who are married to people they don't even know. They don't have a clue who they sleep beside every night. And I don't want to be one of those people. And that's just how I feel.
How do we get kids?
I had my kids when I was young. My first child I had when I was 18. They all have the same dad. My kid's dad has kidney failure. We went through life, baby. Like life happens to people. You go through things.
He died?
So it didn't work out with us. No, he's not dead.
Oh, God bless. Okay.
Damn, I hope she ain't left the nigga with kidney failure. Damn.
It just didn't work out with us because when it happened, because it happened twice before his kidneys just completely failed and they had to put him on dialysis. But I tried to make our relationship work. He didn't want to comply. He didn't want to do what the doctors and stuff was telling him. And like, what do you do in a situation like that? I tried so hard before I just said, I can't do this. I still got to raise these kids because the reality of it is he can't really help me with that.
He can't?
I mean, not financially, no, but physically and being a father, yes. And then you got to also factor in.
Hold on now. Don't act like this man can't get no disability check. If he can't work no more, y'all can definitely go ahead and sign up for that. He can bring in some coins. Now let's listen to the story unfold.
The fact that when people are going through things like this, it is mentally turmoil for them. Like they go through things that
I know people on dialysis. I know. Just what I wonder is, we give our womb before we get commitment, and then we start talking about how thoughtful we are in vetting now, right? And we keep on saying young. That's a cop out.
No, it's not. It's not a cop out. I was young, and I take full accountability for what I did. I love my kid's dad. Never thought I would be with another man in my life. That's who I thought I would marry and be.
I was wondering why you say it. Why you say it then? Why you say it? So why do you preface your comments with "I was young"? Why don't you just be accountable?
That is true.
Because I was young, whether I'm being accountable or not. When you're 18 and 19 and 20 years old, you're young. You go through things. Your mindset is not the same, sweetheart, as an 18-year-old and a 30-year-old or 38-year-old. You're completely different. I'm definitely going to say that I was young because there's no way in the hell I would make the same mistake that I made when I was 18 that I would make when I'm 30. That's why I said it.
I have a question. How many?
Right.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, yeah, you were young, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt to say that, hey, when you're 30, you probably gonna think a little bit different. But that's why you still don't get a pass because you made a bad decision when you were young because you got to deal with them consequences still. So,
Children do you have?
I have
She
three.
said
I have
3.
2 boys and a girl.
So you said you have 2 boys and a girl, and how old are they, if you don't mind me asking?
I have a 19, 18, and a 16-year-old.
Right. And so you said that he could not provide financially. When did he start being that guy?
It was never that he was that guy. That was my mindset when we found out that he had kidney failure, and I decided that I needed to move on. In my mind, I felt like, okay, this man is on dialysis. He's literally getting the SSI check. He can't help me financially. That
Right.
was my mindset. But that wasn't true.
What kind of
That
man
wasn't
was?
true. He did help financially.
Right, because that's what I was trying to
he
figure
was getting
out.
a
What
check.
kind of man was he before the kidney started failing?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, all of these were just thoughts before we broke up
No,
and
I'm
stuff.
asking you. I'm asking you. What kind of man was he before his kidney started failing?
Oh yeah, he was a good dad. He was there, Our relationship was not the best, but he was always a good dad. I will say that.
Right.
Yo, me and BG on the same page on that one. The man was good, and you still left him.
And so you gave him 18 years of your life, and this was your baby father, not your
No,
husband.
baby, no, I didn't.
No, was this your baby father or your husband?
He was my baby's father. We never got married.
How long were you with him?
From 16 till about 24.
This girl
Because you said that you never imagined being with another man, ever.
I did. I thought I was done. We had 3 kids together. I figured we would get married. This man, in my mind, I felt like he felt the same way about me. But also, like, life happens. You know what I'm saying? And like, we just started going through stuff.
But friend, you're almost 40.
I know.
So
We've been broken up truth years ago.
Yeah.
So
since 24.
My plane's landed.
No, it's a good.
That plane flying.
Yeah, we've been broken up years ago. My youngest is 16 years old.
Poet, there's actually a good conversation that you and Truth are having, right?
Yeah.
So you saying he was good. He lost his ability to provide because he got sick, right? And that's the one thing. That's the main, not the one thing, but that's the thing that stood out to me the most is that once he was unable to provide in the same ways, he started to become less valuable to you. But you said he was a great father. That is something.
How can you say no and you said that's what the reason was?
I said, baby.
That is something that's irreplaceable, you know.
But that's
Can I say this? That's not what I said. What I said was I felt as if because he was on dialysis, he was not going to be financially able to take care of his kids. I never said that he wasn't. That's what I thought. Even with leaving, I didn't put that burden on him. He was still a father and he still took care of his kids. That was not our issue. He was always a good dad. I never stopped him from being in his kid's life or anything like that. Like, he was always a good father, still is, in my opinion.
Well, you said the exact same thing that he just said you said. Like, the grass ain't green on the other side. It sounded like you was trying to dip up out of there because you was having to deal with somebody who was sickly. And you still ain't got nothing good up out of it because now you about 40 and you on a singles dating show trying to figure out why black women can't keep a man.
Well, one thing, Poet, right? Because you said I didn't say that, right? And then you literally said what I said you said, right? So here's what I want to do. I want to set the baseline that if we're going to be genuine with one another, let's do that, right?
Listen, baby. What I'm saying is,
listen to what I'm saying now. Now listen to what I'm saying, right? First and foremost, do you agree that we should be genuine with one another?
Yes.
All right, good. So when you said what you said, I'm listening intently, right? There's no reason for us to frame it any sort of way. But when he got sick, his ability to be the financial person that you wanted, you thought, right? And what you shared with us is that you thought he couldn't. So then he lost value.
No, he never lost value to me, ever.
You left him
because
not even now.
Why did
I
you
don't
mention
think
that then?
you're understanding what I'm saying, sweetie. I'm saying,
Sweetie.
even with that being said, my love for him was there. Our reasons for not being together had nothing to do with finances or anything. It was because he didn't want to do what he needed to do to get better, as far as going to the doctors and listening to what these people are saying. Even after even me thinking that he was always a father, he always tried his best. He financially and tried to be there.
So why
So
leave?
it was never that. Like, I would never stop dealing with a person because financially they can't do something.
Yeah,
My
I
love
got
would
you.
never change for them. In
All right.
fact, I'm try to help them and try to
Yeah,
get
well,
them to where they need to
Look
be.
at
yeah, I just know that because you mentioned it, right? You said once you thought a
Yeah.
thing, then you made an adjustment,
Great comment. She talking in circles because she is making no sense whatsoever.
right? But you still
Yeah,
saying you thought wrong, essentially.
I
But
did.
his
I thought
ability to
wrong.
provide did drop a little bit because he just can't work and etc. So why not be with him? Just simple and plain. That's my main question. Why not marry him before you have his kids?
Boom.
Again, baby, when you're 18 versus 30, your mindset is different. You don't think like that. In fact, if I had the mindset that I have now at 18, I would have never had kids before being married.
Okay.
Okay.
So you
At
gonna
all.
spin it
I
back?
wouldn't
You
have.
gonna spin the
In
block?
fact, I probably wouldn't have even had sex, to be honest with you. If I know what I know now, I probably wouldn't have ever had sex before I got married. I'm just being completely honest.
You spinning the block?
But she say that, but I know throughout them years of her being broken up from 24 with this guy, she been getting a lot of busting down action going on. All the way till damn near being 40, this girl been effing, and we know it.
Come on, my kid's daddy.
Yes, ma'am.
Would you get back with him?
I don't know.
Call him.
I still love him though. It's all love.
Why not? Let's fix it.
Cause he mean. He mean as hell.
He mean
The
as
men that
hell.
you like are mean.
No, not like him. Like, when people be sick, they be different kind of mean, baby.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah, no. I'm saying
Is
the
he
men
better
that y'all desire the most have that. They like to frame it as edge.
the bad boy.
You know,
I'm mean,
The
so
bad
I
boy
like nice
complex.
men.
not the bad boy thing, but just like you rather a man be kind than nice.
No,
Yeah.
I'm mean, so I like kind men. I like nice men because I'm mean, and I'm just be honest. That was another issue that we had. Like,
You
both
might have put this nigga on dialysis if you are the mean one.
of us were mean, so it's like, they say opposites attract, and sometimes it's true.
Okay.
So why are you mean, sister? Why?
Great question.
It's just natural. It's just it's not
Not
necessarily
natural.
mean.
That's
Just
not natural.
straightforward and things.
That's a learned behavior.
People take that as being mean. When you're honest and you're straightforward, people take it as being mean.
Blunt and mean are two different things.
It's no different than you saying you don't like black women. A lot of times
No,
I'm one of those black women.
that's a preference. That's a preference.
That is a preference.
Yeah, and I get it.
But that doesn't make me mean. That's just my preference. I'm just not attracted to black women.
And that's just who I am. No different
you
than your
saying
person.
Being nice isn't a preference. It's the behavior, trait.
It is behavior.
It's not.
Have I been mean to you?
You say what?
You are.
I said, have I been mean to you? This person that I am right here, this is who I am. So a lot of times people take this person as being mean when it's just me being honest and straightforward. So I hear you, but what I'm saying is I am who I am, baby. No difference than your preference is your preference and who you like. I mean, I just am who I am.
I could tell this woman is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You could just see it on her face. She just looked like she would key your car up, slash your tires, possibly set it on fire if she caught you doing something. This woman is definitely not to be trusted, and she don't even have a real name for her tag. It's just live poetry and spoken word. Yeah, cuckoo.
But you said that you're mean. That's natural for us. You. This is what you say. I quote. That's what you said, right?
I did. Did you hear what I said afterwards?
Me not being attracted to black women it wasn't natural. It's not natural. It's based off of me watching their behavior on a consistent basis. That is what formed my premises for not being attracted to black women. I'm not saying that me not being attracted to black women is natural to me. It's not. I know it's not,
It's
right?
not natural.
But I'm holding myself accountable in that regard. But what I'm saying is, you just said that being mean is natural to
And it is
you,
because
and I'm saying it's
again,
not.
Live poetry. I have
Hey,
a question for you.
Well,
yes,
Annette, if you don't
ma'am.
mind, man, I just want to cite something, right?
Yeah.
Poetry, you're not like a direct person like you think you are, right? You've actually been being pretty passive aggressive to me and slightly condescending. And that may
Oh,
be in your jargon to say sweetie and honey and baby, right? We don't know each other.
I,
We're grown ups. Not
I
you,
haven't
Annette.
said
I'm talking
sweet.
to, I'm talking to
Oh,
poetry.
Oh damn.
Not you. I said pardon me for a second, right?
Call out.
So that's usually not like a straightforward person. I wouldn't put that mantra on you. Go ahead, Annette.
Address me by sir, ma'am.
I'm definitely
I,
straightforward. That's why I get the reactions out of men that I do, like I just got out of you and out of you.
Well,
People don't like you when you're
What was
honest
the
and you're
reaction?
just straightforward, and
let
it's
me.
the truth.
So you are very you're a tad bit rude. And I wasn't going to say anything, but you have
Tad
a
bit
way of
rude.
being very defensive, and you have a way of feeling like you have to have the last word. And maybe that could be because you haven't been with a man that knows how to lead you properly. But I've watched it time and time again, and I don't say much. I just sit back, but I see, and it's like you're ready for the fight. You're ready for combat. And one thing that I know from counseling thousands of women, when women are this defensive and this combative, it's because you have not been under the protection of a man in quite some time. Not a real
I've
one anyway.
never been.
A lot of women, I ain't gonna say a lot. These type of women can't receive stuff like that. She needed that correction when she was a child from her parents. Her father should have possibly gave her that, or somebody else that was a man in her family. But to say that she lacks the protection, some people ain't ready for that yet.
I've never been,
You're
baby.
not
That's
even
why I'm
letting
like
me.
this.
Right? Oh, I know. I know. I've
Yes,
already
I've
diagnosed you.
never
I
been.
said it's okay. It's all right. Maybe you should book a call. Annette, go ahead. I believe Brother Hamp was telling you,
Oh yeah.
Fred.
Book a call.
Salute.
I was just wondering if we are getting mean mixed up with assertive because I feel like that happens a lot with women sometimes. I have been told that I'm too nice and too passive sometimes by my employers. Actually, they're like, you need to speak your mind more. You need to be. But then
Ma'am, they're trying to get that top dollar up out you. That's why.
if I come off like that, people find, I know some women in my line of work that
They're using
people
you.
call bitches behind their back because they are very like direct and assertive. So I don't know. What do y'all guys think about that?
They're using you.
Potentially, just that's the verbiage she used, so we accepted it. You know,
Okay.
that's all. But I don't see the assertiveness, right?
I don't see it either.
Your
I mean,
Like just
name, and I'm not gonna call you hun no more because you said that we're grown and you didn't like that, and I don't want to be disrespectful in any way. I do want to apologize if I come off rude to anybody or if I come off disrespectful to anybody because that's not my intentions at all. Like I even threw it in there and I told y'all like maybe I need to book a call with truth. Like I'm never I again like I love black men. I came up here specifically because I wanted to see if I could change his mind about how he feel about black women, not because it's something wrong with him dating outside of his race. I just feel like black people are so beautiful, men and women, and I don't feel a need to bash one or the whole group of people because I see the things that's going on. I want to make it better. I want to know what needs to be done in order to change the narrative. You know,
Ma'am. You're not gonna be the candidate for that. Ma'am, you left your guy when he was kidney failure on dialysis and you left him and you blamed it because you were young. You ain't gonna be the spokesperson to try and convince Asar Elliot, whatever his name is, that he should date a sister. You better choose somebody else, sub him in because you ain't the one.
what I'm
see,
saying? Like
but see
that's
the
why
craziest
I
thing,
came up here.
but see the craziest thing, and it's gonna sound like I'm cutting you off, but you trying to change this man's mind about dating outside his race. However, a lot of people can look and be like, you can't even make your own mind up to stay with a man that you said was cool.
Damn. Why the nigga?
What you
Until you know what I'm
mean?
saying, until he got on some health problems.
Did you get going to deep thought, BG? You was going somewhere there, and you just took a long ass pause. But yes, you are right 100% on that.
No,
And
that
then you was
wasn't
like,
our
well, nah,
issue.
he hold on. Hold on. Then you was like, nah, he cool. You know, we just it was me maybe. I got the attitude. So it was like we trying to follow what you saying, but my man,
I didn't say that.
it's like how can you say that man
I
over
said
there,
he
you
was a
trying to
good
change his mind?
father. I said he was a good father. We wasn't necessarily good within a relationship. So I'm trying to figure out what you're talking about.
So but that's what I'm saying, like you trying to change another man's mind.
When your
I'm
situation
not
Like
trying.
fucked up.
I asked him what could we do in order to change it as a whole, not just his mind. This man is married. I can't change anything about that.
The one thing you could have did was kept that story to yourself, possibly, because that ain't gonna make it no better.
But
did
I
anybody
think
else
what I
anybody
think
else
I
hear?
think what I know I heard, I think what he's trying to say is if you are not sure about your past situations and even your future situations, how
Don't
are
do the
you
next.
gonna be able to like persuade someone in changing their mindset and wanting to date a black man or a black woman? I
You
think
fucked up.
that's where he's getting
I
at.
was I was sure about not being with my kid's father. The relationship did not work. I was very sure about leaving and us not being together. And I don't want to change his mind about dating a black woman. He's married, you guys. I just want to
This
know
woman talk
as a
too much.
whole, what can we do as people to change this narrative? He's not the only black man that don't want to date black women.
You already
No different
cooked.
than it's black women who don't want to date black men. I want to know what can we do as a whole to change the situation.
You ain't got the answer, Sway. You ain't got the answers. You not the one. Somebody said, "Nah, you proving this point."
Honestly, I think it's dead. Like there's too many hoes out here.
Oh
There's
man,
too
that's
many
funny.
hoes, man, and not enough wives. Like I'm gonna tell you why I love my wife. Whenever I come home, dinner is cooked. She got the massage table ready. You get what I'm saying? I like coffee for breakfast and for dinner. I love
Beat
coffee. I'm a
hating.
coffee drinker, right? She
Beat
got
so unique
everything ready.
hating.
My blunt roll, my liquor for before we go to bed, all that. My book ready because I love reading. I got a library with over 1,500 books in our house. So she got my book ready. Bookmarker already there on the last page I left off. All that. With a black woman, with the relationships I've been in with black women, you know what I come home to? Anger. And her disrespectful ass kids that she had with two other niggas.
Step daddy.
Right? And then I gotta hear her complain about how the first baby daddy ain't and then in the same breath, the second baby daddy, he trying to get his life together. Yeah, I get tired of that. You know what I'm saying?
Hold up.
Yeah. So I
I,
mean, yeah, black women is angry. Y'all too angry for niggas, man.
I can I chime in?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's just like women, men to tell us, well, our friends to tell us, well, you know, you chose the sorry ass nigga. Why did you choose those sorry women?
Because
The sister is cooking right there. I'm not gonna lie. Him explaining the whole kids and all that stuff like that. Definitely, you playing a dangerous game. You just need to be aware of the situation that you possibly might be getting into before you even try and just blame and say it's all women. It definitely might have been the one you chose too.
black women, y'all be disguising how y'all is until we live with y'all.
Hey, she on this. Hey, she on.
Hold
Diabetes,
on.
she get it.
Hold on for a second. Because number one, you want all these qualities. And it seems like quantity you want this, that, and that. And me personally, dating men that like to date women with kids, they feel like because she has kids, she's gonna take on that damn role. And you got bamboozled by the right one. You get what I'm saying? Now, not in my case. And to be honest with your mannerism and the way that you're approaching this podcast, you wouldn't have your coffee every morning either.
I mean, you're not my type, so you would never have the opportunity.
No.
This.
No, she said it ain't get no. See, this is crazy as hell, man. Be so unique. You weren't about him, but if you choose a guy and if you really choose him, you need to have his coffee. You chose him. You made the choice to make him get inside of you, and y'all have a family together. So you need to do the coffee. Don't worry about him. his woman might like who he is, but you saying the wrong things. You need to make sure when you get a guy that you do what you need to do for him.
Yeah, because it's not even about us. Please don't. And like Truth just
No,
came
no,
on here.
I just
Addressed
said
it.
she had the right to her opinion. I got the right to my preference. I'm saying she's not
And
my
you
type. Black women isn't my type, so you wouldn't even have the opportunity.
Which
I get that. And I understand.
like black.
Truth just came on here and told me I was rude. You know, and I want to address this because I haven't heard him tell this man he's rude now time. But you are, sweetie. You and I'm gonna stop calling you sweetie because he said that it's a problem. We're all adults, but you are rude. You know, and maybe it's because of your experiences and stuff that you've been through. But you got to know when you come off a certain way, it sticks. When you say certain stuff, people are going to come off the same way you do when you say things. So yeah,
Got a point.
Do it apply
Yeah.
to? I'm asking you, do it apply to any of y'all, or is these trigger words?
no, it's just that you be
And
rude.
every time I ever say anything about black women, if y'all pay attention, and please correct me if I'm lying, anytime I ever said anything about black women, whenever it was my time to speak, I always gave a cross reference. When I last spoke, I quoted a black woman, Sharesta Ali, A Black Man's Guide to Understanding a Black Woman. So y'all came up here with, well, I'm not going to say y'all, the ones that spoke, y'all came up here with y'all emotions, right? And the victim story, right? When I came up here, I cited my sources for my premises. So this isn't just me talking. This is also black women. Y'all elders speaking about y'all not even being suitable to be wives.
My man, I'm familiar with the Shah's female you're talking about, and she couldn't keep a husband. But that's besides the point. My thing is this, you know, when we listen to people, we got to be very mindful of, you know, the message that we listening to, and then also what we gonna say to the people that's gonna listen. And you know, for the women up here, hey, you like what you like, that's cool. But it's just wild for me to hear another someone that looked like me say that they don't like what they came from. That to me,
My problem.
that to me doesn't seem like a, you know, oh, I see an example of this person and I see an example of that person. That seems like an internal battle.
I'm not gonna lie. I agree with BG on that one. It is kind of strange when you can have that much hate to say, man, I never did it. But I'm gonna be honest. If I had to choose any ethnicity group, it's always gonna be someone with brown skin. It just is what it is. It just look the most attractive. You take the most beautiful of brown characteristics or black or whatnot, and you put them next to another one. I feel like the black is still gonna be top notch to me. But to say that you don't like something that you are, it's strange. I understand you not liking the characteristics, but the color and physicality, that's strange.
That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
All right,
and that
so every day, right? We see black people killing black people. See, I say how black people act but don't speak, and it doesn't stem from self-hatred, because first and foremost, I know who I am. I own 3 companies. I'm very successful for 35 years old. You get what I'm saying? Hold on. This doesn't stem from self-hate at all. I'm well equipped in real life. So what I'm saying is this, right? It comes from, again, like I said, the last show in the beginning when I came up, this comes from my observation. I went to school for psychology. It comes from my observation, my interaction with black women, and also my experience from being with them. I had to learn early to stop fucking with black women in this generation. You get what I'm saying? So I say what some black men are afraid to say. Like, no, I'm tired of
I
shit.
think she was
like
saying it's the black women you chose. It's the black women you were choosing.
Exactly, and that's where I was going at, because then he turns back around and be like, "Well, I went and dated a woman like you. You don't know me. You never see me in
Yeah.
public, twerking, spinning. No, you just."
You black.
Y'all
That's good
you
enough.
go
You a
all
black
down my
woman.
Instagram.
That's
You ain't
enough.
gonna see that.
There we go. But see, there we go. But it's good enough because you are a black woman. Where did he go?
You a black. All I'm saying is this: you're a black woman. That's enough for me to say I'm good. Where the foreign woman at? The women who was raised to be submissive. The women who was raised to follow leadership and guidance. See,
Yes.
black women, y'all can't even be corrected without getting in y'all emotions. The brother just corrected the sister who was just up here, and she got all of her feelings. All of a sudden, the sister girl came out of her. He just said, "Don't call me sweetie," among other things, right? His boundaries, right? But what I'm saying is this: what black women don't understand is a black man's correction is your protection. If we can't correct, if a black man cannot correct you, he's not going to protect you. Y'all can't accept correction. We just had a group of black women who was fired, and they said they was fired unjustly because they was doing damn TikTok dances at their job at a restaurant. It went viral.
See, that's another thing. You can't just do these individual selection points and use that as the majority. Granted, I respect 100% that he said he don't want to deal with black chicks, maybe because of the culture and some of the characteristics. But like I said, you can never say all because you don't know everybody. You don't know all black women. So now you start painting yourself as someone who does have some type of internalized hate, possibly.
Black women don't even know how to carry themselves in a work environment. Every day, y'all find a reason to twerk, to jiggle your titties on camera. You're doing this at work and you get fired, and then you want to say, "Oh my God, we was just having fun." Y'all don't. Again, mentality. 14 years old. I'm a grown man. I'm a purpose-driven grown man. I don't have time for that shit. I love foreign women because they get with the program. They was raised for it. They get with the program. I ain't gotta walk her through life. Her mama done already trained her right. So I ain't gotta deal with it.
But guys, this is what I was talking about.
Oh, he's a little extreme.
You know what these foreign women got to go through at a young age?
Yeah.
You probably do. Hey, but look, so this is what I'm gonna say.
No.
These women that's up here is I can understand how they really going back and forth, because you up here saying they talking about the women that you choosing to pay attention to. Like, not
that too.
Everybody is getting fired from doing TikTok dances. You know what I'm saying? Like, not every African woman needs some type of validate. Like, bruh.
I didn't say all. I said majority.
So it don't matter, but I'm saying the women.
You just said y'all, like literally a few minutes ago. You said y'all be.
Sorry, you kind of keep going. Like, things you say are the things you say. People will interpret as all, and then you'll say majority, right? So when you disqualified simply by her being black, that would be the umbrella for all of them, right?
Yeah,
I'm talking to her directly.
Yeah,
and so as soon as she's black, boom, you said no. That literally means all of them. You're assuming that the behavior is poor. I think that
is true.
So that's the part that's getting confusing, you know?
All right, to unconfuse them, I'm just not attracted to black women. I'm not saying these black women up here is out here with their asses out, right? So I'm not going to put them in that particular category. What I'm saying is I just don't find black women attractive to where I would ever date y'all again.
Okay.
Don't make y'all bad women. Y'all just not my type because y'all black women.
Yeah, so there's no other women more attractive than black women in the earth, right? Like that's pretty much understood.
No, man, no, them Arab women,
in terms of just physicality, right? Now,
physicality, and we talking about all forms of Afro. So let's talk about Afro Latina. Let's talk about just the Afro American. Let's just say African. All the body types is crazy just in that diaspora of people. So for him to say that all other groups is better, he tweaking on that one.
Here's one thing. So my wife is black, and the only thing I see that's key, it's the minority of them that lead in the propaganda, but the women who are not doing the things don't step in like Di says she does. I heard my wife tell me she's gonna correct her friend, and then she got on the phone, was too diplomatic with her. She didn't tell her the truth.
That happened a lot.
Right. And so then we enable poor behavior.
Yeah.
Right. That's the key. You know, when Di's saying she does that, I haven't seen that in mass.
Yeah. He's right.
I care about what other men say about me. He does that. Right. If other men don't respect me, it don't matter. And so if the women aren't correcting each other and hold each other accountable, it's not gonna matter.
That's real. I'm gonna leave it right there, y'all. This was an interesting one. Man, live poetry and spoken words. Whoo, piece of work. And it's good to say that her being at the age she's at, she's aware of what she did. But the thing about it is, she said that she wouldn't want to get back with her man, but you praise him so hard. That's what would confuse a man, hearing you give him so much praises, but then it's like, you cut me off and don't give me no ass or real love anymore. But you say I'm this great person, strange as hell, and you probably getting busted down by a loser, a super loser. You probably getting busted down by somebody worse than your baby daddy or your father, whoever he was, the ex-husband. You getting busted down by somebody worse than him. He just not on dialysis and didn't get sick. So her contradictions was crazy to me. And even Asar on this one. I know I heard him on another one prior, and I understood his points as to, what's out there. We understand the culture is very messed up. A lot of the chicks out here, they don't act like normal women. And I understand his sentiment in possibly, looking outside of your ethnicity group. If you keep running into a bunch of bad apples, you can say that, hey man, I want to find something, but I might just dabble outside. And then you might stay outside of the ethnicity group. But when you start saying all, that is dicey. But that's the downside of having such a hellacious culture, raunchy culture that don't give a F. When you got a raunchy culture out there, the good apples will be mixed into the bad apples. Be so unique, Annette. They might try and say they good women. We don't know them behind the scenes. They could be demons. And so I understand where he's coming from about these hidden traits that they might be hiding, to where they don't show them until the relationship starts. And if, let's say, y'all are good, y'all already mixed with the bad apples. So it is a lot of unhealed and untaught people in the black diaspora. Just like they say men don't know enough, the women, there's a lot of the women that don't know how to be women, and vice versa. If they say that the men don't know how to be men, so you're going to have the opposite of it. So him speaking the way he speaks, I understand it. But when you get these conversations, you start confusing people because you say not all, but then you say all at the same time. So I'll have this link in the description. This whole live gets crazier as it goes on. I'm not even gonna lie. You got another guy popping on here that's gonna call out Asar, which is gonna be hilarious. But I'll have this link in the description. You're watching this entirety. Make sure y'all like the video, hype the video, comment below. This your guy JayBReacts. Until next time, y'all. Peace.